Or, all of these are pretty capable of getting to 12 win. It's been a while since I tried Paladin. Let's try Paladin again. Let's go for the Paladin one. Yeah, Warpath is probably the most important card for Warrior, right? It's probably, even if you're aggro Warrior, everything as far as the draft goes. I mean, obviously a Stonehill Defender into a Lich King is going to be more value, but the just the set value for a Warrior card is probably that and like Gorehowl, right? You know that you're going to get out of it, right? So I think we have to have an equality first. Let's start with an equality. Sets us up for a lot of options. So this card, I haven't read anything on it yet, but this card is bugged with so many cards, right? If we equality after something has blessing, then it doesn't gain health anymore. If something is like, if you Tareem after it has blessing, it doesn't gain either anymore. And that said, I think it's still probably really good. But we also need card draw. But let's take one blessing. Let's try to get one blessing working. Ooh. Let's take a Knife Juggler. Let's get some aggro going on here. I actually really like the Paragon of Light. I think it's super underrated. I mean, that's the perfect buff right here. Ooh, there's a 2-drop. Okay, we're getting a really healthy Paladin deck going here. Sound the Bell. I think this is a fair bucket for the Temporal Anomaly because I'd probably rather have... Yeah, I'm thinking that it probably is meh, but I think late game you can get it going pretty well, and maybe, just maybe, you can get it on the right thing, right? But it does, the problem is, the biggest problem for me is the way that it doesn't interact with bugs, or the way that it interacts with all these other buffs, because if I could equality, trade the board, and then use it on my Knife Juggler to keep it going, but it doesn't work, that's the problem, is it misses so many situational buffs. Because if you Tareem with something on it, like Blessing of Aeons, and then your guy's supposed to keep getting bigger and it doesn't, then you're missing out on a lot of the blessings things. So probably it's not worth it, but Taverns of Time is only here for 2 more weeks, so let's try it one more time. So we don't have any taunt yet. This guy's, I mean, the value out of the anomaly could give us the consecrate we need with the equality though, right? But I think we need the charge. Let's get a 5-drop. Let's get the charge. Well, I don't know. Wow, this is a really good choice. Okay, I'm just going to take the charge and make it work. I'm going to take another Paragon. Those two sound the bells, or the Silver Sword, not even looking at those other guys. There we go. Now we're going places. I really like Possibility Seeker. So there's a little bit of cheese with the Possibility Seeker with the Sound the Bell, right? If we sound the bell twice and then Possibility Seeker, it actually shuffles the Sound the Bell back into our deck. I haven't experienced what happens if you redraw the Echo. It's possible that the redrawn Echo disappears, but I think probably as soon as it's put in your deck, it becomes a copy of Sound the Bell, and then you're good to go. So I'm going to try that. Let's get a... We don't have any 4-drops yet. Both of those 4-drops are good. I'm not that huge a fan of Sunwalker. Let's get another 2-drop. Let's keep it going. Do we have any 5-drops yet? Just the Charger? Alright, let's do that. Let's keep this going. Bone Drake. Alright, we're getting some decent late game here. Let's get some better early game. You know, Divine Favor doesn't always hit for us, but the chances, when it does, it's so good. We're going to use that to trade. We're going to use that to trade and draw a card. Ooh, Unidentified Maul. Yes, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Would I rather have 2 Silver Swords or 2 Broodmothers? I think I'd rather have 2 Broodmothers. We'll get another weapon. We'll get one more weapon that's really good. Lone Champion is so good when it hits. What's the chance that it hits for us, though? We have to use Hero Power on turn 2. We have to play a 2-drop on turn 2. This guy's only going to help us a little bit later. Same thing with Bone Drake. Let's get Bone Drake. Let's set ourselves up for some crazy luck. Okay, alright. Do we want 3 Broodmothers? I don't think so. I'm not sure that the random whelp is that big of a deal. I think I'd rather have probably a taunt. What do we have for taunt? The only taunt we have so far is Paragon of Life. Also, our luck with Maul is that Maul is a lot of taunt for us. But let's take the Grizzly. Let's get some taunt going. Ugh. What do we have that works with this? Bone Drakes, Plated Beetle. Maybe we take the Noble Sacrifice. We can. I think the Noble Sacrifice in the right place is a little easier to use than those guys. Ooh, Dragon Slayer, yeah, baby. What's our 4-drops look like? We only have one, right? The Possibility Seeker? Alright, Twilight Drake. Oh. We don't have anything that gets us recruits yet, but I really like the Lion. But we have to take the Scalebane, I think. You know what? The Scalebane can be overrated, especially with this curve, right? Maybe the Righteous Protector for the right situation. Like with the Knife Juggler? With the Bell? With the Divine Favor? Yeah, let's get a 1-drop. We're okay with that. This all kind of suck. I don't want a second-hander protection. You know what? Maybe we just Humility in the right spot. Oh, Vinecleaver. There we go. Now we got all the weapons we need. I mean, I think Dragon Slayer is just really good in this meta anyway, right? Yeah, I mean, if they have 2 Dragon Slayers, that's fine, but it kind of is what it is. We're going to give them Dragon Slayer food no matter what. You know, we don't have any charges yet. What's our 6-drop? Just Bone Drakes? Let's get a charge. We can make that work. What are our elementals to make Blaze Caller? So our only 7-drop is Vinecleaver. Our curve is super good leading up to both of these, right? I mean, our curve is just so good in here. I don't think we need a second Divine Favor. Do we have any elementals? Guys? Elemental. No. So Blaze Caller would only trigger if we got from Bone Drake the Nightmare Amalgam. That's possible. I mean, it's possible. It's possible that we get Nightmare Amalgam. Not very likely, but we'll take the Volatile. Do we have a poison yet? We don't have a poison or a silence. Man, I really hope we get a Stonehill Defender for the last pick, because otherwise this deck is missing something. Alright, Stegodon's okay. Alright, so no silence. Humility's our closest thing to that. No Stonehill Defenders. But we've got a good curve, and we've got a Vinecleaver, a Maul, and a Silver Sword. Oh, we didn't see any Steeds either? Ugh. No Steeds. No Consecrates. No Silence. Oh man, this is going to be tough. I think we're just going to have to... It's going to be a lot of... What's that term? Smork? We're going to Smork Paladin this one. That's what they say, right? Smork works for Paladin, right?